We want to welcome you to the Warrior Festival. Taking place on all of our stages in April and May, we have 5 shows of joyful resistance. Cue the rebellion. The show is about to begin.
Hi, my name is Katie Hoffman, and I am one of the co-creators of Lady Parts Babes. Since you've seen us last, if you've ever seen us at all, Cheyenne and I have become teen moms. So Lady Parts Babes is just inspired by our experiences of motherhood. The good, the bad, the ugly, the funny. A lot of it is funny because if you weren't laughing, you would be crying. I am bullied by toddlers all day. Audiences should expect to laugh their little butts off and possibly even be moved. And if you identify as like a fragile male, you should definitely expect to feel uncomfortable. Some of our special guests include Nyla Bedard doing stand-up comedy, Shizuka Kai with an original puppet piece, Riot sketch comedy, they're hilarious, and the one and only Peach Cobbla and Spike Boy doing a drag piece. It's gonna be awesome.
We love having long-term relationships with local companies, and so it's great to have the search party back with Dance Nation after Fairview and Stupid Fucking Bird, shows that have all been really popular with the audiences.
Dance Nation is written by Claire Barron, and she uses a teenage dance troupe as a framework to talk about friendship and power and ambition. The specifications of the casting require that you don't actually cast people that are teenagers or dancers even. And so the idea is that the audience gets to see these teenagers being portrayed by adults. And what that does is it creates a tension and a connection between these two important parts of our life.
The character that I'm playing is named Zuzu. She's balancing a lot of parental pressure and grappling with past history in her family, and also trying to learn about what it is to be really good at something and also be humbled by that. I think an audience can expect spectacle paired with really intimate moments, paired with really ferocious intensity, and be prepared to be a little uncomfortable.
And it's funny. It's really funny.
Mindy's just been producing really exciting presentations of works from the contemporary canon over the last few years, and I'm just super excited. I know Amanda Sums in the project. I'm a huge fan.
If Mindy's bringing this show, if the search party is programming it, it is going to have an impact.
I'm so excited that Dance Nation is headlining the festival this year. What an amazing cast of local artists. The A-list in Vancouver.
An acting masterclass will occur.
As will some amazing dancing.
Mindy Parfit's The Search Party hasn't been on the York stage before, so it's a big expansion of the work that they've been doing so spectacularly, and can't wait to see it in this space.
Yeah, I think it's going to be remarkable. Yay! People are so lucky to be able to see this show. Norms is an exquisite duet of contemporary circus. It really pushes the skill and the bodies of the two performers.
Norms is a contemporary circus show that takes circus traditions and turns them on their heads.
It's like sort of a new type of circus, is to have this duo, like a duo acrobatics performance. And so it's sort of like we're seeing something as it's just evolving as an art form.
Two people coming together to create this dynamic, and they are always able to have agency or play, and then they interact based on what the other person gives off.
Love You, Wrong Time is a co-presentation with VACT. It's very funny. It mixes music, storytelling, and stand-up for a really fun but somewhat political evening.
Politics and the LGBT community have never been very far apart. Everything that we do in the community has a political slant to it. ZZ Theater seems to be able to bring these together in not just an entertaining way, but a poignant way as well, and give us not just a really great story, but good theater along the way too.
I'm very inspired by the work that ZZ Theater does. I think as a queer artist, it's great to see queer works being placed front and center on a stage. And I think it's really important that we explore intersectionality and how politics align and intersect between conversations about race, conversations about like identity and sexuality and gender.
We need to be celebrating bravery right now. We need to be celebrating people telling their stories, taking some risks, really putting it out there, putting it in front of us, being confrontational on stage, and really creating dialogue and conversation.
They're tackling difficult topics with joy, with cheekiness, with defiance, with all of those powerful things.
And we've very deliberately chosen the shows and put them all together to create that kind of conversation and that dialogue, and to have them almost speak to each other. Like, I hope people see lots of shows in the festival.
At least two.
At least two.
At least two. See them all, but at least
three.
Three.
At least three.
Okay, at least three. At least three.